Over the past 50 years, the fishing industry has faced significant changes. From wooden traps and boats using Lowrans for navigation, to fiberglass boats, wire traps, and satellite guidance. Shifting species and regulations have further reshaped fisheries. Throughout all these changes, the Maine Fishermen's Forum has remained a constant, a vital gathering annually where conversations spark innovation, relationships strengthen industries, and the future of fisheries takes shape.
One special thing about the forum that you don't always think about is that it provides a place where federal bureaucrats, academics, NGOs can have access to the knowledge that fishermen have. Without the forum, it would be a lot harder to make any decisions about this complex industry. Jim Wilson is the one who really saw why the forum was a good idea. He was a young economist at the University of Maine, and he was working on a project to figure out how Maine could take advantage of the 200-mile limit when it passed. So he hired me to interview people up and down the coast, and I talked to processors and fishermen and gear suppliers. And so we got a lot of ideas. And then we wanted to pull everybody together to hear what everyone had said. We wanted to really make it a person-to-person exchange. And so that was the impetus for the first forum. And so Jim saw that it needed to not just be a conference or a meeting that you went to, it should be a social event. And bring your family, bring your wife, have a nice weekend. So we did that. And there was this palpable feeling that this was wonderful. And then it was obvious that we needed to keep it going. And so that's part of what the forum is now. We all talk about it. You walk through the door and you just can't wait. It's this family that we all have been seeing for years and years and years.
I, along with Robin, and one of the founders of the forum, and went to the very first one 50 years ago. I'm an academic, so what I see is the way science and fisheries knowledge play off against one another in the forum, and I think that's been a really productive thing that's happened over the years. It's very hard to communicate up and down the Maine coast. And the forum has created this long-term community where people from Eastport know people from Kittery and all the places in between. And that discussion has really led to a lot of innovation in the industry. I think it's been by far the biggest impact of the forum.
Fisheries have definitely changed over the last 50 years. The forum has really help people navigate that and to go and get the information to be able to keep fishing and keep yourself informed of what's coming in your fishery. And I think the people who have survived the fisheries over the last 50 years are the ones that have paid attention, and the ones that didn't pay attention probably aren't fishing anymore. But one of the things the forum's done for me, the forum has been a place that I've met a lot of people who have become lifelong friends that I never would have met without the forum. You meet people there and keep in touch and become friends.
I think one of the special things about the forum is the chance for somebody like me who spent a lot of time staring at a computer to sit down and talk and drink and interact with the people that you're regulating. You can have a beer with them and learn what they're thinking and explain what the management system is thinking to them. I think I have a better appreciation for the diversity of opinions and the diversity of experiences in the fishing industry than I would have had if I never went to the forum.
Without the forum, I think it would be harder to have that integration of fishing and farming. The forum has really been central to bringing issues around aquaculture forward in the context of our whole marine industries. And the forum has been the place to have those conversations, and the forum is just really important for that kind of relationship building. So I see the future for fishing and farming to go together hand in hand. That's where the forum can really shine. And mostly I'm a shellfish person, so I pay most attention to things like clams and oysters and mussels and scallops and that sort of thing. And having Shellfish Day change and grow has also been something that's been really good and kind of fascinating to watch. And that has raised the profile from just softshell clamming issues to things like coastal access and working waterfront. And so it feels like Shellfish Day has grown and elevated that topic. And I think duly it's getting its recognition. If I had a special thing to say about the forum, I'd have to say I think it's the atmosphere. People go to the forum ready to talk, ready to listen, ready to have a conversation, and there's just a buzz about it that's kind of special. I haven't been to another event that's really quite like that. Maybe the most meaningful thing that has come out of the forum is that sense of togetherness, that sense of community.
My first forum was 50 years ago, I'm guessing, because I've been to every one of them, I believe. I really like the auction. Usually I'd had a few beers at this point, so I'm pretty loose with the money when I've had a few beers. So, I mean, I'll bid the crap out of stuff, and it's crazy stuff, you know? And it's like, what the hell am I gonna do with this? I got a $1,000 picture of the wizard hanging in my office. $1,000 I spent on that thing. You know, and it's an important fundraiser for the forum. And my kids both benefited from the scholarship program at the forum. So, you know, might not have been a wash over the years, but, you know, at least I got some money back anyway. So, yeah.
One of my favorite parts of the forum is the Saturday night banquet. Only some people stay for it, but those that do just love it, and you get to know them over the years. And for me, the fact that the MLA gives the Marine Patrol Officer of the Year award, it just sums up what is possible constructively in this business, and the forum provides a place for it. I think the forum has been a catalyst for a tremendous number of things in the industry over the last 50 years. And the environment is changing all the time. The economy is changing all the time. The markets are changing. Technology is changing. The forum provides a place for the industry to kind of settle in the next year's situation. And I believe it gives the industry itself resilience. And I don't think there's another way to do it, except human to human.
For 50 years, the Maine Fishermen's Forum has united a diverse community of voices, fostering the exchange of ideas and perspectives, all with a shared commitment to sustaining Maine's marine economy. Today, more than ever, the forum serves as a vital space for meaningful and respectful dialogue, collaboration, and connection. Here's to 50 more years of progress, collaboration, and community.